Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Business once again. As always, I'm delighted to have you here and also excited to discuss our next topic, which is related to the Brexit and its impact to the Delegated Authority business. So, as you are already aware, in this series, we are discussing about the impact of Brexit to various processes within the Lloyds of London. And this is the fifth video presentation. And in this video presentation, we are going to discuss specifically about the impact of Brexit on delegate authority business, cover holder, and the Boudreaux placement, etc. So, since this is quite a lengthy topic, so I decided to subdivide this topic into three small chunks so that we can easily understand this topic. So what I did, the part fifth, I have divided into sub part fifth A, part fifth B, and part fifth C. So far in this series, we have covered about the introduction to Brexit, which is Brexit in its common sense. Then we discuss about the impact of Brexit into the London insurance market. Then we also discuss about the Lloyd's Brussels subsidiary and how this Brussels subsidiary is functioning. And then we discuss about the operational impact on the open market placement processes and the open market claim processes. Now, as planned, we are going to discuss about the impact of Brexit on the delegate authority business, including the binder and the board replacement. So far in this video presentation or in this video series about Brexit, I have created four presentations. So if you want to understand this presentation properly, so I'll suggest you to watch all these four presentations first. As I said earlier, I have divided this particular topic into three subtopics. So in the first part, I'm going to discuss about some of the basic definition, which is useful to understand the impact of Brexit on the delegate authority business. In the second part, we are going to discuss about the real impact of Brexit on the delegate authority business, including cover holder. And in the third part, we are going to discuss about the impact of Brexit on the placement. And during this entire video tutorial, I'm going to showcase the various process in the swim lane diagram for easy understanding. So for those who are new to my channel, I am Ravi Shankar. I'm having more than 15 years of experience in business analysis. I'm largely associated with P&C and general insurance domain. If you have any query related to this video presentation or my previous video presentations, you can reach me at ravi.s.sharma@hotmail.com, and you can also connect me at my LinkedIn profile. So without wasting much time, let's start talking business. So here we are. Let's discuss a couple of definitions over here before getting into the real impact of Brexit on delegate authority business. So first, the most important question is, what is delegate authority? By the way, I have already created a video presentation about this subject, which I can put at the bottom of this video, but I thought to have this session once again so that we all understand that what we are talking about and we can have a mindset to understand each piece in a logical way. So the question arises, what is delegate authority? So a delegate authority is a contractual agreement where another party undertake a process you would normally undertake yourself. So what does it mean actually from the managing agent point of view? So delegate authority refers to an agreement whereby a managing agent delegates his authority to enter into the contract of insurance to the third party. So basically we are talking about a managing agent delegating his authority of underwriting to somebody else. Now, the most common method of delegate authority is to have a cover holder under terms of binding authority agreement. So we will discuss about the binding authority and we will also discuss about the cover holder. So what is binding authority basically? So it's the agreement between the managing agent and the cover holder. So that is all about binding authority. But what it is really mean? So a binding authority is the agreement between a managing agent and a cover holder under which a managing agent delegates his authority to enter into the contract of insurance to be underwritten by the member of a syndicate managed by it to a cover holder in accordance with the terms and condition which is defined under the agreement. So basically here we are talking about the managing agent who is managing a syndicate is basically giving the underwriting authority to somebody else to write business on the syndicate's behalf. Now, what is cover holder? No, but before that, right, there's something more to understand. A binding authority agreement can also be used to give a cover holder authority to issue insurance documentation on behalf of Lloyd Syndicate The insurance document include the certificate of insurance, temporary cover notes, and the other document acting as a evidence of contract of insurance. So what is cover holder? A cover holder is a service company or partnership authorized by a managing agent to enter into the contract of insurance on behalf of a syndicate in accordance with the terms and conditions which is defined under the binding authority. So we have two set of cover holder. One is approved cover holder and second one is restricted cover holder. So let's discuss what is this approved cover holder. So approved cover holder is a firm domiciled anywhere in the world that can enter into the contract of insurance on the syndicate behalf. So anyone. So say for example, the Lloyd syndicate sitting in the Lloyds of London and he can give his delegate authority to anywhere. Say for example, the person or company sitting there in United States or in Sri Lanka or in India or somewhere in other part of the world, he can delegate his authority. So the approved cover holder may also issue the evidence of cover and manage and settle claim on the behalf of the Lloyd syndicate. But it has to be mentioned how he is going to manage and settle the claim into the Delegated Authority Business contract. The another thing to understand over here is the binding authority must be registered on Lloyd's binding authority registration website. So they have a tool called BAR, and all the binding authority issued by the syndicate must be registered within the BAR. So I have already created a video presentation about the bar system. So I will provide the link of bar system video presentation under the description of this video. Now, what is this restricted cover holder? So restricted cover holder is based in the UK and it's a FCA authorized or is an appointed representative of an authorized principal and deals directly with the policyholder in entering into the contract of insurance on the syndicate behalf. So let's move ahead. Let's talk about what sort of authorities this cover holders enjoys. So we have four set of authority over here: full authority, predetermined rate, no discretion, and then prior to submit. So we will talk about these. What are these authority level? So full authority level, as the name itself shows, the cover holder has full authority to set rates. But what does it mean really? Under this authority, the cover holder will have a minimum rate and the authority to increase the rate without restriction or referral back to the syndicate. So basically it's the highest level of authority which cover holder enjoys. The next level is about the predetermined rate. Now in predetermined rate, the cover holder is given underwriting authority via a rating matrix or a range within which the rate can be established. The cover holder has authority to exercise limited underwriting discretion within the agreed parameters. So he's having a slightly less authority as compared to the full authority, under which he is going to have a matrix of rate and he has to play within that particular matrix about the rate, and then he is having a slightly restricted underwriting authority on accepting the insurance. Now the third one is no discretion. In this, the cover holder is given the authority via a comprehensive rating matrix. These arrangements do not give a cover holder discretion in calculating premium or making adjustment to it, other than minimum rounding up. So this is slightly restricted. In this, they have a very defined matrix and they have to issue the rates based on that particular matrix, and they have a very limited authority over the underwriting decision. Last but not the least is the prior submit. So in prior submit, the cover holder must refer each and every risk to the lead underwriter for agreement before binding, including renewals. So the maximum level of underwriting authority that cover holder has been approved is recorded in Atlas system. So I have already discussed about this Atlas system some time back. I will provide you the link to understand this Atlas system in this video presentation description. So Atlas is basically a secure web-based electronic filing and online application system for cover holder. Going forward, let's discuss about what is service company. So a service company cover holder or simply service company is an approved cover holder which is wholly owned subsidiary of managing agent or its holding company. A service company is initially only authorized to enter into the contract of insurance or reinsurance for its associated syndicate. The advantage of being classified as a service company is the ability for the managing agent to use the LMA service company underwriting agreement. So I'll discuss about what is LMA Service Company Underwriting Agreement in a later video presentation because it is a whole subject altogether. And this service company underwriting agreement, which allows the service company to subdelegates its authority to other approved cover holder. Ultimately, it is a matter of managing agent whether they wish to use that wording and permit subdelegation by the service company to another company. So basically here what we're talking about, a service company is wholly owned subsidiary of the managing agent, and they got a power of subdelegate their authority to another service company or cover holders. The service company writing 100% on behalf of their own syndicate are eligible to report regulatory and tax information directly to the Lloyds through LDR or Lloyds Direct Reporting. So I will discuss about the Lloyds Direct Reporting in the later part of this presentation or maybe in some other presentation, because again this is also a wholesale topic altogether. So basically you can understand it. They have authority to directly report its figure, facts and figure to the Lloyds Corporation. Now, so what is this hub or master cover holder? An approved cover holder oversees other cover holders who enter into the contract of insurance on the syndicate behalf, but the syndicate must have the direct contractual relationship with the other cover holders. So the specific role and authority of the master cover holder should be specified within the binding authority agreement. All the cover holder involved must be approved by the Lloyds, and each binding authority agreement must be registered within the bar system. Going forward, let's discuss about the line slip. What is line slip all about? A line slip is the agreement by which a managing agent delegates his authority to enter into the contract of insurance to be underwritten by the member of his syndicate managed by it to another managing agent, or authorized insurance company. Now, the line slip can be subdivided into two subcategories. One is bulking line slip and second is non-bulking line slip. In bulking line slip, the risks are grouped and processed via the exchanging bulk transaction. The broker prepares the risk Boudreaux in accordance with the line slip terms and conditions, and which provides the participating underwriter with the sufficient data to adhere the underwriting minimum standard. The premium Boudreaux are produced at the interval specified in the line slip MRC, and the insurance contract document may either be a copy of MRC slip or an insurance copy. So what is this non-bulking line slip? In non-bulking line slip, the individual risks are processed separately by the broker, just like the way they are doing it in an open market. So individual risks are processed separately by the broker. No risk bureau is formally produced, and the premium payment terms and conditions specified for each declaration, not to the entire bulk of transactions. For both bulking and non-bulking line slip, the declaration attached to the line slip should follow the MRC open market guidelines. So that's all for the definition point of view and as a part A of episode 5th. Now in the next part B of episode 5th, we are going to discuss about the impact of Brexit on the delegate authority business. Thank you. See you in part B.